we always jump from DC to Marvel. Couple little things. Start with the smallest things, because I don't know anything about this character at all. There's talks for a Black Knight movie. I know absolutely nothing about Black Knight.
Yeah, I wouldn't know a whole lot either.
I think Guy Ritchie is like rumored to be the director they want to direct it. I guess the Quantum Realm is going to be a big part of.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the scapegoat now? The Quantum Realm?
Seems like, yeah, just everything could be connected, and
because it was so funny because I like Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I keep seeing like Honest Shows came out and they make fun of like the fact that they just throw the word quantum in front of like every scientific thing in there, and they even kind of poke fun of that in the movie. I think Ant-Man himself goes like, "Yeah, I should just put quantum in front of every word or whatnot," but like it's hard as like I don't know, like I don't want that to be the reason why they're all.
Yeah, I know that there's been like a couple different versions that, or like it's a
only way I know there's different versions because of Lego games.
Yeah,
there's like 2 or 3 black characters. That's my only knowledge of.
Yeah, I know that there's some like more modern takes. Like there are people that kind of hold the mantle to this day, and there has been. Like evil like people that are bad, like there's been bad guys known as Black Knight, and there have been good guys known as Black Knight. Because I'm probably completely wrong, but I think it might have something to do with there's a Captain Britain character, and I think he has like a team, and I think he might have something to do with,
it'd be nice to see like more of a that seems like more of a British type of, it'd be good to see like the MCU that part of the world, it seems unique.
Haven't gone there really.
When it's gonna take place, like there is a screenshot of Ant-Man and the Wasp where it looks like there's like a little city. I don't know if you've ever seen that screenshot, but like I guess fans these days they go through things frame by frame. I guess like in one of the scenes in the Ant-Man and the Wasp, when they're in the Quantum Realm, there's like that looks like a city anywhere in there, and people are like, oh, because they just announced, or not announced, but like the rumor is this Black Knight movie is supposed to be connected to the MCU via Quantum Realm. So is that the city? I don't know.
Maybe.
I think I'd rather just be like take place at a different time period, like have a medieval MCU movie for all I care.
Yeah.
If that's the era they're going for, like.
So that's Excalibur, I think, is kind of the team that Captain Britain is a part of, and I think I'm probably wrong, completely wrong, but I think because like Nightcrawler's on that team too, and like other characters, so I'm probably wrong. But I know like Captain Britain has like he's a leader of a team, and Nightcrawler's on it. And
when's Captain Canada gonna get his movie? Who? Captain Canada.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bit, but the other small little thing is announced the other day, or not announced, but all this stuff's more or less rumored. There's been no official announcement, but like one of another MCU projects that's going to come out in 2020, I believe, is a Black Widow movie via prequel or.
I think that this isn't really a rumor. They have a director.
Sorry, no. What I'm about to get to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is the fact that it's going to be they're leaning more towards an R-rated version.
Really, I hadn't heard about that.
It wasn't just much. It was just saying, maybe because it was all like MCU's first taste of like making an R-rated movie with Black Widow. Like I'm not looking not that I'm not looking forward to a Black Widow movie. Just the excitement's not there for me.
Okay.
But then again, like for the longest time, like the excitement for Captain Marvel wasn't there until the trailers came out. And I was like, okay, I dig this and whatnot. And so
yeah, it depends on like
in my opinion, like R-rated movies mean squat to me. Like there's always a thing like, oh, a movie's not good if it's not R-rated.
Yeah.
A movie's good regardless of what rating it is. It can be good or bad. Yes, there's sometimes studio interference, but that to me has nothing to do with the rating. It's studios, like a good director can deal with the limitations ratings get.
Yeah.
So I just don't want a movie to be R-rated R
for the sake of
being rated R.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh well, we're gonna make it R-rated because
That's
we can.
Deadpool success, so we're gonna.
Yeah, I think a really good example of that was going into video game territory here, but when they made Arkham Knight,
Yeah.
Rocksteady, when they were given, it was told like, oh, this is going to be rated M. They're like, unless you change things to make it, because the first two were rated T for teen,
Yeah.
and then when they submitted Arkham Knight to be rated, it was rated M, and they're like, but you can cut things out to make it rated teen, and they're like, no, we're like, this is the game we wanted to make, so rated M if you need to, but we're not changing that. And I think that's the way they should do movies, right? Like, make the movie you want, and if they're like, okay, it's gonna be rated M, or rated R, unless you cut this and this and this. No,
Yes,
just
I
have it
100% agree with you. Like,
Yeah.
shoot the movie you wanted to shoot.
Yeah.
You're the director. You're, like, studios should only have so much. They hired you, so you should be able to do
Mhm.
as much as you can. And then they see the movie. You get into a boardroom. They talk about what they didn't, what they want cut out, if it's too bloody or whatnot.
Mhm.
And that should be the thing. Like,
Well,
okay,
no, you hired me, so this is the movie I'm giving you, and that's final. Like, this is the package. That
the
I'm
only
giving you back.
downside for that would be like what I said with the Bioshock movie that was rumored years ago, was like funding might not be
Right.
like your passion project that might cross our rated R territory
Yeah.
might not get the money that you need, kind of thing. Because
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's up and downs. Like, obviously, yeah, they're gonna, with a certain project, like, yeah, they're never gonna make an R-rated Iron Man movie.
No.
They're never gonna make an R-rated Spider-Man movie. So they're not, like, they're hiring people, and they're saying, if they get, for instance, yeah, they're getting potentially they're getting Guy Ritchie to do this Black Knight movie. They're telling them right away, like, this needs to be rated PG-13. So he's not going to shoot an R-rated
No.
movie, right? And he's not going to.
So that's why I think like this Black Widow idea, like, I have a feeling if that's the one, I think that's we're gonna be rated R just for the sake of being rated R. I don't think it's like,
Yeah, which could be, if they're sitting out. I think it's so hard if they're sitting out to begin with, just to be like, yes, we're making this R-rated.
Yeah.
That could be detrimental. But I mean, they did that with Deadpool, though, and it did work. Obviously, don't go that extreme,
No.
of course.
But like, they also don't do something just because another movie was
definitely
successful with it. Like,
Yeah.
you can't rely on another movie's fame
definitely,
to make your own. So, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a PG-13 movie. That's MCU. They want everyone that can see it to see it.
for sure.
I'm sure Black Widow is very popular with the younger girls out there, and she is the female representation of the Avengers. So she has a huge audience, I would assume. And you don't want to just be like, oh no, only the adults, 18 plus, can go see her the first solo movie with her. So I'm putting my money on it's gonna be a PG-13.
I am, and you're saying like young girls are are the ones looking forward to this because they're like, she's the female representation. I'm excited for this movie, man. Like, I think we're ripe for like a good espionage film. Like the Winter Soldier has so far been the closest to that, but like, I'm looking for like that real spy, thriller, and I think she's the perfect character to give us that, like, with an MCU twist on it. But have it a little like maybe lower in scale. Like, don't make it end of the world, like the Winter Soldier was. Just have it smaller scale espionage thing. You can have Hawkeye be in there.
They can introduce they need I would, depending on when it takes place, because it could be a prequel. Like, I assume it's a prequel. But they could have a Winter Soldier cameo. Because
he
big.
shot her.
She shot a bullet right through her to get to his target.
Yeah.
So he could be the freaking villain in this one.
Yeah, show us that. That'd be cool.
keeping on to, let's go with a little bit of, I don't know, like we're in the Fox movie business here. Dark Phoenix, that comes out later this year, I think June or July. And
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about that.
they're going through, or they've gone through massive reshoots, I believe. And I guess now the budget is now exceeded like $200 million.
Oh man.
With that, and I'm gonna throw in the other news too, that like Fox is like now starting like to be like, we're not making, like the merger for Fox and MCU is supposed to be done, I think in March the latest. And so there's like common sense that like a lot of the projects that Fox has announced over the years that
Gambit.
like that haven't even started.
Yeah.
Like there's Gambit, there's Multiple Man. I think there was like James Franco was supposed to do that movie.
Yeah.
And like so like all the stuff's connect, like in my opinion connected, like because you got Dark Phoenix coming out that's gonna, my money is a safe bet that's not gonna make its budget back. It doesn't look good.
If it costs $200 million, it's not gonna make.
Because I believe the rule of thumb is you don't start making money off your movie until you make double your budget. I think that's the rule. That's because like production budget doesn't include like advertisement,
yeah,
other little things,
marketing, yeah. So
so like you're telling me this movie basically needs to make $500 million before it starts making like a Dawn of Justice ran through the same problem, I believe. They had to make like almost like $600 million before they started making.
Or it cost so much money.
Right.
Same and Justice League, right?
Yeah.
Justice League, yeah.
So
lots of money kind of thing.
And like you kind of came to scrap the project too because we're getting like all these like yes they can scrap Gambit, they can scrap Multiple Man, they can scrap all these like I think there was a Kitty Pryde movie apparently at one point it was announced.
Because those haven't filmed.
They got nowhere, like they're just at the announcement stage.
Yeah, they're literally.
You got Dark Phoenix and you got the New Mutants.
Yeah, those
that are
shot.
completed projects.
Those are done.
And apparently, like behind the scenes, garbage basically. Like I was excited for the New Mutants because I was like, oh my god, because it was gonna be like a horror-esque
take, for sure.
On a thing, and the trailer came out, and I was like, okay. But this movie's supposed to have been, I think, been out like a year ago.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out last year.
I think it was like last April, and then it got pushed to like August, and then it got pushed to like next August or something like that. And it's all
That's no good.
there's rumors of like reshoots that they can add like a whole new character because I think the last thing I read was that they want to bring in an X-23 from Logan in this movie.
Really?
How are they going to?
Man.
No idea.
Because she was a child, and like, what year did Logan take place in? Like the 2030 or something like that.
So does this movie take place in the 2030s something?
It takes place in the 90s, doesn't it? Because First Class was the 60s, Days of Future Past was the 70s, Apocalypse was the 80s.
So Dark Phoenix is the 90s, but like the New Mutants, there's no. They can. I don't know.
Yeah,
they're too far into it to cancel it.
Yeah.
But
so thank God, like I don't know, because there's been some good Fox Marvel.
Well, outside of
projects.
probably X-Men Origins Wolverine and The Last Stand, they more or less have got
all been good.
They got some sort of level of praise.
Yeah, I didn't like Apocalypse.
Like that was like like. But they had a pretty good run. Like Days of Future Past is my favorite X-Men movie.
Oh yeah, I still prefer First Class.
And
let's. Oh man, it's a real loud. Can you get closer?
It just put it right on me, just like.
Oh yeah, I guess I need to be.
So.
Yeah, you like Days of Future Past. I like First Class.
And then, I think the success of Days of Future Past got to like Bryan Singer's head, I believe, and he just went like, cause like first one was really good. Like X-Men 1, his project, praised. X-Men 2, even more praised.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't do X-Men 3. It's not good.
Yeah.
X-Men Origins, I believe, is the one after Last Stand.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. The Wolverine, mediocre at best. And then First Class came out. Oh, so First Class came out. That didn't have Bryan Singer. That was like the only.
Well, he was a producer on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think he probably a producer of all of them.
Yeah, I think so
more or
too.
less.
Yeah.
What's his?
But I think he was like even more so involved with First Class.
And yeah, because that's what happened to Days of Future Past was Matt Vaughn. Was he the director?
Matthew Vaughn, yeah.
He was supposed to direct Days of Future Past, but
And he
then
went on to Kingsman,
since Brian Singer was already
kind of getting his foot
heavily
back in.
involved in
Yeah.
this franchise, they gave him.
They gave the reins back to him.
And then it was a success.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think he just bit off more than he can chew when it
Yeah.
came to Apocalypse. That movie, like, it's not bad, but it's
just
not.
nearly
It's like
as good as it
right
should
in the
have been.
middle.
Yeah,
basically.
it should have been a lot better.
I don't know how many times, like, well, obviously there's like 6 movies where it's all about Charles and Magneto, like their friendship. Like the joke is like how many more times like Xavier let Magneto like kill a bajillion people just to be
And
like,
just to
oh,
be-
you're not that bad.
Yeah.
At the end, so
And it seemed like at the end of Apocalypse, they finally like steered it right, and they were like, okay, no, he's gonna be a good guy from now on.
Yeah.
But then the trailer for Dark Phoenix,
he's already
he's
on
an
his
asshole
own.
again. Like he's
Like-
like,
He's like starting the Brotherhood, I think, in the
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix. So,
But obviously they can't even go that route. Like it's so disjointed, this timeline that they've
Yeah.
created. Like once they kind of
they
did
should
the
have
soft
stuck
movie-
in the when first class came out. That was the 70s.
60s.
60s.
That was the 60s.
I would have been cool if they like stayed in that decade.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they
should
probably
have
went into a
jumped
lot.
10 years. between
Not
like,
10 years anyway.
Oh,
Like
because it's been 30 years. Like when Dark Phoenix comes out, it has been 30 years since First Class, since we've seen the young cast,
and then
and they all look the exact same. But
like the funny thing is like how does like so you got James McAvoy as Xavier. Right now he gets 9 years to look like Charles Xavier because that's when the first X-Men movie came out was 99.
2000, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so you got like another 10 years for
Yeah.
these people who haven't aged because these movies have only been like it's been like 10 years, probably not 10 years since First Class, but like it's been probably almost a decade probably.
I think First Class was 2011.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been
So usually a trilogy is roughly around like a decade
yeah.
between like when you make all three of
Yeah.
them kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And you're telling me none of these characters have like aged at all?
Slightly. And I know that they can get away with saying like, oh, they're mutants, they age slower. But and yeah, we can't really go into like what, Xavier looked like previously in the 90s because X-Men Origins Wolverine, I'm pretty sure took place in the 90s. And you had CGI
Patrick Stewart. So.
walking.
Yeah.
But obviously that was all fixed with Days of Future Past to begin with.
With the like.
But then you got Deadpool 2 with the cast of Dark Phoenix cameoing.
Yeah. So.
They just need to put these two movies.
We basically want these movies to
flush
come
them
out
out.
just to be like, okay,
just to be
it's
over
done.
with it.
The merger of MCU and the Fox is now complete.
And honestly, yeah, like people are clamoring for like Deadpool to stick around and stuff. But like, if the cost of them rebooting this franchise is we lose this version of Deadpool, I'm all for it. To be completely honest, I think they could, yes, keep that version around, but
that's the thing. Like with these scrapped projects coming out, like the only one that had, so you got the 2 finished movies, everything else is scrapped. The only one that was close to any production was an X-Force.
Right. Yeah.
So, which would have been, I believe, probably just Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3 with Cable, more
Right.
Cable, more.
But yeah, I'm kind of with you. That's like Deadpool's not connected enough, in my opinion, for me to be like, they could make Deadpool 3 for all I care, and like not connected to the MCU.
And if that's the cost, like I want to see the X-Men integrated into the MCU, especially after these 2 movies come out. Like we don't need to see them separate from the Avengers anymore. So, but yeah, like if you keep this Deadpool he doesn't need to be like, yeah, just make its own thing kind of thing, right?
So no, that'll be interesting what they do. We're always looking forward to these characters being in where they should be in the MCU, and of all the Fox properties, I think the focus should be more on the Fantastic Four than the X-Men right now for the MCU.
Yeah, that could be
like
very easily.
Because like the big plot hole already is, unless time travel or whatever is going to be a part of it, like how are you going to tell me these mutants existed already without any acknowledgement? Like everyone is going to know it's because of the rights and whatnot, but like story-wise, you going to tell me that Xavier had a school in New York too, and but when Fantastic Four could take place at any time. There could be something going on. They could be in space at any time, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. They could reference them like coming. Yeah, you know, what's after Endgame? It's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What's after that?
We don't know.
Don't know. Yeah.
That's the 2020 slide where it's just like Black Widow and the Eternals.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you could just have it in any one of those movies, like reference to, you know, maybe we see the Baxter Building.
Yeah, because
or being constructed even.
Because like what was it? Homecoming. He sold Stark Tower. That's almost perfectly lined up.
Yes.
For the Baxter Building.
For the Richards family.
Right.
To move in.
That's almost too good to be true.
Yeah. So. I hadn't thought about that. But
So I think that's it for movie news, unless you got anything to talk about.
No, I think that's about